Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Mindbug Cup of Nations announcement stream. We are, Roma and myself, Marvin, we are here today to talk a bit about the Cup of Nations, which
Yes.
is our first um, competitive Mindbug event that's featuring different nations competing against each other. We have never done that before, and I'm super excited to see, which country has the best Mindbug players, basically.
Oh, yeah, me too. And there was like a lot of very good player in there, so I think it will be
Yeah,
very challenging for all the country to get to the top.
yeah, I think so too. So I would propose that we start talking about how the different players got to play in their national team. So because there might be some viewers that want to know how they can maybe make their way into the national teams next time.
Yep, exactly. Could be
So
nice.
what you need to do if you want to play in the Cup of Nations? So basically, you need to qualify for the national championships in your country first. And we are super excited about this entire qualification phase that we also did for the first time this year. So there were hundreds of tournaments happening worldwide. So we run some tournaments from NerdLab Games and Kisaki Studios in our Mindbug Online client. There was at least one tournament per month where you could qualify for the national championship in your country, but there were also a lot of tournaments in different local gaming stores. Our localization partners in the different countries did a great job supporting us to run all these qualification tournaments. But there was also tournaments on fairs that we visited. There were tournaments happening, for example, at BerlinCon this year. There were tournaments happening at the Gamescom, which we participated for the first time this year. And also, we are typically running tournaments at Essen Spiel, which is a fair which will happen in a month from now again. And there was a last chance how people could qualify for their nationals. That was by running their own tournaments because we want to encourage all our dedicated Mindbug players out there to play this game competitively because we think it's very well suited to be played that way and to spread the word about the game. So we offer tournament kits via our website where we have a little bit of price support where you can have promo cards or something like promo pack sleeves or playmats as prizes. And you can run your own tournament. You can do it with a group of friends, or you could open it up for more people and organize it in your local gaming store or in a board game cafe or in another spot. And since we got some very positive feedback about this approach, we will also continue doing that in the future. But that's not how you get into the into your national team because first you earned your spot for the nationals and then you still need to participate in a very high competitive tournament in the nationals. You can become the national champion of your country, and the first 3 to 5 players qualify to be then in the nationals to become the national team of their country. And this phase happened in the last weeks and month. And we are super happy that we can announce today that I think, Omar, correct me if I'm wrong, but we will have about 24 countries that now have a national team.
Exactly, yeah. A bit more than 24.
Yeah, even a bit more. Okay, so this was a very nice qualification phase, and congratulations to all the players that qualified for their country. I'm really keen to see which country has the best team. And just one more thing before we continue, I also want to say thank you to all the participants because basically it requested a lot of self-management because the players needed to find time slots with their opponents, manage it via our Discord server, and play their matches and report the results. And we did this with hundreds of games without any major problems. So thank you very much for all participants that this went so smoothly. And a special thanks to Romain, who is managing all of that every day, responding to hundreds of messages in our Discord and setting up all these tournaments. Thank you to you, Romain, and also thank you to our community managers who also help us a lot to run these tournaments and help us to provide this environment of playing Mindbug competitively.
Yeah. I think the goal is really like for everyone participating to just enjoy a very nice competition with their teammate and do their best at it. So I hope it will be the case for all of you.
So
let's maybe show a bit the different countries that we are in the tournament.
Yes.
So, Cup of Nations. So we have like a bit more than 24 countries. Let's show you one by one every of those countries. They are ordered by basically the number of people that participated to their national, and that will be used. This order will be used to generate basically the group phase that we will explain later. So, first of all, of course, why not any other country can get to the top than France, being like the biggest national that occurred in the Nations Cup, with over 50 participants in there. So.
That doesn't mean you are going to win the Cup of Nations.
Oh, sure, but let's see. I mean, let's see. I really want to see a match against Germany, so I'm still looking forward to it.
So you see, we all have our competitions in the Mindbug teams. We have people from very different countries in our team, from Germany, France, Denmark, Greece, and a lot of other countries. So everyone is rooting for their country, of course. That's what you do in the Cup of Nations. And we have seen a lot of strong players from France. Not only have a lot of players, they also have very good ones, unfortunately, for all the other countries. And it's known that the first world champion also is from France. So yeah, let's see if you can win it or if there is a good competitor for you.
There is also very good player from a lot of other countries. So let's see. And I think Germany is not like without any of those good players. So Germany is the second one in the list. So let's see how good those two countries will do. Basically, there was the two biggest nationals, so we could expect that a lot of player participating to a national brings the best player in the team. But who knows? I mean, it's Mindbug. Third, Spain. Also a quite big country. We've seen a lot of Spanish people in World Championship last year, and we get again a lot of Spain players participating international. For I think some players from World Championship are still in the team this year. So that will be quite interesting to follow, especially to know if they adapt to the Beyond Evolution set, which is a bit different from the first contact. Chile at the fourth nation. We've never seen any people from Chile. I think before that, we don't have so many players in the community. But I'm so glad that we gather new players. I know the same for Brazil and from other countries. So it's super cool. Let's see how good they are.
Yeah, we have to clarify that our partner Devia for the Spanish and Portuguese markets, they have done a great job with the organized play team to run nationals in various countries. And they ran most of the tournaments physically in stores and somewhere else. So they didn't use our digital version of the game. So that's why most of those players come from playing Mindbug physically. And we have not seen them a lot of them compete in digital tournaments. So it's very exciting for us to see how good they are and if they can challenge the well-known France players.
Let's see. Fifth, China. China is also participating. Yeah, there was like a lot of players participating also to the national. So we don't know so many of them. I'm even not sure we know any of them. But I expect to find very good players there to be very surprised about the China team. USA, yeah, I mean, obviously, why USA should not participate to Mindbug? I think they have like great players there. We know a few of them that have very nice performances in the past tournament. So it's also one of the countries that we know a bit, and we know that they can do great in that tournament. Argentina, so also one of the country we don't have here heard about before, because there was basically no one in the community from Argentina, but now we get some, and yeah, yet another country to look forward. Italy, we know from the community a few people from Italy. I think they also have some quite good players in there. So let's see. Mexico, same as Argentina and Chile. Basically, we don't know yet a lot of players from Mexico.
Yeah, but you have quite a few players from in Mexico from the very beginning. We have seen that in
Oh,
our
okay,
first Kickstarter campaigns.
okay,
So I wouldn't underestimate any of those countries because they might play Mindbug for
yeah,
3 years
true,
now or so and play it every day at their local gaming store or their kitchen table,
yeah,
and they might surprise us.
yeah, true. Colombia, I think it's the same, like a lot of countries from South America, all managed by Devia basically. So they managed to bring all those countries, which is great. I thank them a lot for that. It will make the Nation Cup way more interesting. Portugal in there, Switzerland. We know Yanis, who is one of the top four player from World Championship that in last year that was and that is currently part of the Switzerland team.
Yeah. So maybe one word about Portugal because that was very nice. It happened. The nationals were run at the same time, and that's true for some other countries as well. That were run by Devia. The nationals happened at the same time where we were at BerlinCon Fair
Mm-hmm.
this year. And there was even a live stream from BerlinCon to one of the national championships, and I was talking to one of to the group that were playing, and it was such a cool thing to see because in my older days I was playing at huge magic events. Yeah, and I was on the side of the players, and I would never have dreamed of seeing like a crowd of people playing a game that I have been working on. So it was so cool to have see this live stream and watch people playing Mindbug physically in a competitive way. That was great.
Yeah,
Hope to be able to do more of those big physical tournament events in the future as well.
definitely. Yeah, looking forward to more of them. I mean, it's a game where you enjoy it so much playing like physically in front of people and doing all those stuff. So that's just super cool. Uh, Continue on this list. Austria is there. I mean, they participate in a few tournaments to qualify directly in Germany, right? I think you've seen some
Yes.
of those players
Yeah.
close to your location to
Yeah,
participate to.
we run some tournaments here in the mid of Germany, in central Germany, and we always have some players from Austria as well that travel quite far, and they always are very good in these tournaments. So I'm looking forward to see them playing in the Cup of Nations and see their results
Yeah,
there.
true. Me too. Brazil. So I think Devia managed to bring like most of the country from South America, right? Which is
Yes.
like super cool. So Brazil will be also there. Not aware of any players that we get already in the community, but looking forward to it. Canada, super cool to have some players from Canada. I don't think we get last year, so I'm pretty glad that this year more players from Canada
Yeah,
are.
we also have a lot of Mindbug players in Canada, so
Yeah,
I'm not surprised seeing the country
yeah,
participating.
sure. I mean, I was really expecting that to happen, but like online and offline, sometimes people do not invest so much time online, so you do not see them. But
Yeah,
it will be also Belgium that will participate. We have, yeah, also I think a few players from Belgium well known. So that's cool. Sketia will participate. We have, yeah, I mean, quite a nice community also in Sketia, I think. We have a good partner there that is pushing the game, so that's cool to have this country there. Neutral flag team, so basically it's regrouping players from Russia and Belarus under a neutral flag team. So they will play under this flag and not under the country flag. And so they still have a chance to participate to the tournament, to the Cup of Nations. Sorry, Denmark. Yeah, I mean, it's it. I was asking if Christian would like to participate to the National Cup, but
I
he was a
hope.
bit too shame to do it. But it
Yeah,
would have been funny to see him participate into the Denmark team.
but I'm pretty sure he's rooting for the Danish
Yeah,
team, so
true.
let's see.
Let's see how they do. I mean, it should give
They
them
have,
like all
they
the good
always have,
tip to know how the game is working and how to perform the best.
yeah, they always have like a great community, the Danish.
Yeah,
Not only the game designers but also the players. So I think it's a very cool country.
true. Hungary. We have a few players from Hungary, and they manage also to build a team. So that's really cool. We know Levi, obviously, that from very long time in the community that is from Hungary. So it was for us like kind of very important to push this, to help this country to manage to get a team. And we managed to do it. Netherlands, same. A few players from Netherlands, but they managed to get a team to participate. Poland. Uh, so Poland, we have quite good player. We've seen since, I mean, we know a lot of players from Poland since few years now. Since the beginning, they were supporting a lot the development of the game.
Yeah, so I think in the Poland was one of the first countries that was super excited about Mindbug. When we released the game in Essen in 2021, they were a group of Polish players that came and tested the game, and they were super excited. And every hour or so, they came back to the booth and brought new people from Poland. So they were over the 3 days where we've been there. There were a lot of Polish players coming to our booth, and that was basically the reason why we decided to add Polish as a language in our first Kickstarter campaign, because there was some hype about the game very early on, and yeah, so we have a lot of players in Poland as well, and a good partner there as well, and I'm also excited to see how they will compete, because back then they were already quite competitive.
Yeah,
So
true.
we'll see, we'll see.
We'll see. Serbia. I mean, it's kind of similar to Hungary. We have like one guy from the community that is from Serbia and that is like supporting the community from very long time. So we was like really happy that they managed to bring a team to represent their country in there. So also looking forward to that. United Kingdom. Uh, I mean, it's a bit funny that United Kingdom is not so populated compared to other like Central European countries like France, Germany, or Spain. But we have someone in the community working very hard to bring Mindbug in the United Kingdom community. So, uh,
Yeah, maybe that has the reason is that our distribution in the UK is not as good as in some of these other countries.
Yeah, could
So
be.
that leads to the fact that we have less tournaments happening in local gaming stores, for example.
Hmm.
So that means that a lot of players who play Mindbug basically they maybe ordered it via our web shop or so and are playing at home with friends, but a lot of them probably don't even know that there is a good competitive scene for the game and the possibility to play in tournaments. So we hope that we will be able to grow this a little bit more in the United Kingdom, and a good result of the United Kingdom national team could help with that.
Yeah, true. So also looking forward for this country. And so there was 24 country and there is two more country, but not very sure at the moment if they can participate. They are basically lacking a player and they do not know if they can participate. So if you are part of those two countries, please just like go to the Discord and speak a bit with the Mindbug team just to get in touch with maybe the people managing that team and be part of it so they can participate. It is Australia, which is, yeah, I think a bit sad if they cannot participate. There is at least one guy that was pushing forward some tournament at home, and he really wanted to participate in the Australia's team. So if you know anyone or if you are from Australia, just reach out to us. And Monaco. So basically, there was two guys that came in Cannes this year, and that was from Monaco, but they are lacking a third player, and yeah, and so not sure they participate. So same for this. If you are from Monaco, just reach to us. Would be nice if those countries can participate. So that would mean 26 countries. We decided to make group of 8 groups. So basically, the top 2 of each group can access to the playoffs for a playoff of top 16. So this group phase will be a way to have a seeding for the playoff and a way also to get to reduce the number of countries to 16. So it should not be a very complex phase for all the country. I mean, the best one should be able to manage to win their match and to get to the top 2. But yeah, still have to perform well.
Yeah.
So let's start showing every group, so you
Oh
know
yes.
which country will face each country. Group A, France at the first country, and it will be in the same group than Belgium, which is it's kind of for like neighbor. So facing our neighbor in the group is not always a good thing. We don't want to eliminate them right now, but let's see. And Sketchia, also in that group, and I think they are both quite good team. So it will be
Are you, are you afraid, Roman?
not
That France
afraid
will.
because I think we are just super good, but yeah, I mean it's not an easy group. Those two countries played quite a lot those past months, so I would expect they train and they are getting here to at least to win. So not that easy.
Okay.
Group B,
That's a very exciting group.
yep. Germany, so it's for you now.
Yeah, it's for me.
And they will face Canada. We know quite good player from there, so I expect also this team to be quite good. And the neutral flag, so also good
Though this
player.
is yeah. I know that they are under the neutral flag. The players are training a lot.
Yep,
So I think this group is a very very strong group,
I think it's a strong
and
group. Yeah,
yeah, and yeah, I I will be very excited to see which two countries of those three
but I mean, you
will
still
will win.
expect Germany to crush every other country, right? So it should not be an issue for you.
Yeah, that's only because I'm from Germany myself. So
True. Good. So Group
okay,
C, Spain, and will be in the same group that Brazil and Denmark. Ooh, quite an interesting group. Yeah, I mean, don't know. I would expect Spain to be on the top of this group, but yeah, don't know any player from Brazil, so it's always kind of tricky to guess on what can happen with those countries.
yeah. So I mean, we have never seen those players play the different sets in this format, which we'll explain later a little bit. But for me, basically, everything is possible at the moment because it's not that we can look back at a history of a Spain national team playing hundreds of games. Yeah, we know some of the players, but we have seen this in the tournament, in the invitational TCG invitational tournament we ran some time ago, where one of the players put in a ton of hours and work to train for the tournament, and he crushed all the other players. And we didn't expect that to happen because they were like, I don't know, well-known Mindbug players in the tournament as well. So for me, it's basically all of the groups are a black box at the moment. So I really look forward to go through the group phase and see how the different teams perform, so that we might get some favorite countries that then will proceed in the top 16.
Yeah.
We might be able to say more about the different countries and teams then.
Yeah, true. So fourth group, Group D, Chile first, Austria and Hungary. Which is also, I think, I mean, we don't know Chile, but we know that Austria and Hungary have quite good players, so it will be also an interesting group to follow.
Yeah, I agree.
Group E, China, Switzerland, and Netherlands.
Oh, that's also a pretty strong group, I think.
Yes, I think so. I mean, China, we don't know about the player, but I would expect them to train a lot also to prepare for this event. So it could be really good. And obviously Switzerland and Netherlands could also perform so well. So I think it's a very nice group there. Group F, USA, with some very good guy there. Portugal and Poland. I think this group is also quite tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not be so happy to face USA in the group phase because I think they have like some very good players. So yeah, not that easy. I mean,
if you want to be the best country in the world, you need to face the strong countries. You need to win
exactly.
against Poland.
So yeah, but getting through Poland and USA, at least from what we know, it's like already quite tough. But let's see how Portugal managed to fit in that group. Group J, Argentina, Colombia, and Serbia. Okay, so two countries from South America. They may know each other a bit, like some player, I don't know. And Serbia, I mean, quite like I would not guess anything about this group because of the country that are there and the team we don't know well.
Yeah, it's a black box for us, basically.
But interesting to follow. I mean, all those countries from South America, I'm really looking forward to, see like a few very good players coming from nowhere. That would be super cool to watch. And it's the last group, one of the last groups. So we added one more country in the group, which may not participate, but if they participate, they will be in the group and they will have to challenge the three other. So it's Monaco, and last group H with Italy, Mexico, and United Kingdom, plus add fourth country in there, Australia. Okay, interesting. I think. I mean, if you have four countries in the group, it's maybe a bit more difficult to get to the top two, but not sure. I mean, you still need to be good in the group, and let's see how they perform. I mean, I know United Kingdom is training quite hard to get a good team. We know Italy also did, and we know a lot of players from Italy. So that's at least two countries. We know they train hard, and Mexico could be the same than all the other, Colombia and so on. I mean, we don't know, but I would expect some good guys to show up. So that's it for all the group we've seen.
So all the participants, I wish you good luck to
I think
proceed to the top 16.
So we will now discuss a bit about the format of the match, also how one country face another country, and then a bit of first the schedule. Sorry, schedule, so two phase basically, group and then playoff. So the group phase is participating the group you just seen. Every group will have to play against it inside the same group. Every country will have to play against each other, and on basically it's a round robin system in the group. When basically the two best country in so that perform the best. So let's say one country win there's two other match, they will be first in the group, and then up to the other to get to the best performance. Where obviously you will have to earn point by winning, but also gathering any victory inside the match can improve your tiebreak in the group. So everything matter in there. Groups phase, we want to start running it from today. Basically, people, our team will have to just schedule their match with the opponent team. We know it will not be that easy online because of the time zone. Like for example, USA, if they have to face anyone from France, it will be in the weekday. It will be quite difficult maybe for them. So we will let it run through like almost 3 weeks and 3 weekends, so they can organize themselves and find the best time slot to play their match. And on this group phase will be completed, the top two of every group will get into the playoff phase. So we will reveal later, not in that stream, but how the seeding will be done in the playoff phase. But basically, if you are first in the group phase, you will not face first another first player, first team from another group, but a team from that was second in another group, and we will avoid doing two match against player from the same group basically. So until for obviously the end of the bracket. So that's the playoff phase, top 16. And then it's like basically the same format done in the group phase, but in a single elimination bracket, where basically you have to beat all your opponent to get to the top, which is not an easy task, but that will let us know at the end which country is the best of the best in Mindbug. And now we get a bit more deeply into how the match is done between two countries. So match format. Before each match, the team will choose 3 of the members from the team. So basically, at the moment, there is like 5 players in the team, 3 main player and 2 substitute. Substitute are allowed to play if any main player doesn't want to play, or I mean, he can say, okay, not today because I do not feel well, or just I do not feel confident against this team or playing this set, so I don't want to play this match. So before each match, they will choose which player plays, and then every player will secretly choose one set unique in the team from the 3 set we are showing here. The World 2023 set, which is a slightly modified version of the First Contact plus add-on. So we basically remove a few cards to make it shorter and shorter in time play, and also shorter in card pool. All the players that play the World Championship obviously know well this set, and that could be an advantage for the team that have in their player pool some players that went to the World Championship last year and that perform well. So that means they know well the set, they are maybe super good. So it could be a kind of an ace for them to get this player playing. Let's see. And then Beyond Evolution and Beyond Eternity. So Beyond Evolution was played the whole season, since January to basically August during the Nationals. And we are starting Beyond Eternity season until the end of the year with the World Championship. But they have to play, to be able to play all those 3 sets, which are, it's really quite different. I don't know if you ever play those 3 sets, if you play Mindbug, but you may experience a very different play style in each of those sets. So it's really not easy to be super good at one and pretend to be also super good to the other. So
yes, that's absolutely true. And while we have seen, for example, French players to be super good in First Contact and the World set, they might not be as good in the Eternity set or not,
Exactly, yeah.
not as good in the Evolution set. So if I think if the countries put in a lot of effort in training those two sets, I'm pretty sure we will see some surprises here.
Oh, true. Yeah. I mean, if you say beyond Eternity you did not train enough, then you may focus on winning the World 22, 23 and the Beyond Evolution match. But it may be the same for the other players, so we don't know exactly which set was trained a lot or not. Also for you, you will find if you are part of a team, you will not know which set was good